Welcome to LSE. My name is Sarah and I studied an undergraduate degree in philosophy, logic and scientific method. Today I'll be showing you around the campus that was my home for 3 years. The old building is the main building of the LSE. The foundation stone was laid in 1920 by George V. At the top of the arch you can see the LSE coat of arms with the motto Rerum cognoscere causas, which means to know the causes of things. The beaver was chosen as the mascot for LSE as it is hard-working and industrious, which represents the students. We'll now be heading to the old theatre in front of us. The Old Theatre is one of the school's main lecture theatres. It's used for teaching and guest lectures, drama productions and the Student Union General Meeting. LSE is famous, or perhaps infamous, for the political activism of its students, and that is all sparked here. LSE has one of the most impressive lecture series in the world. The school has recently hosted Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, Joseph Stiglitz, Kofi Annan, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and my personal favourite was seeing Aung San Suu Kyi on her first visit to the UK in over 25 years and being able to sing happy birthday to her. Due to its central location and reputation for global debate, illustrious thinkers all over the world want to come to LSE and share their views with the students. We're now currently in the green room, which few LSE students even know exists. Speakers are brought in here to prepare before they walk out on stage. We're now on the 6th floor of the old building and we're going to be making our way into the Shaw Library. You might notice on the walls the portraits of the former directors of LSE. The Shaw Library, or Founder's Room, holds a collection of books ranging from fiction through to travel guides. The aim of the library is to encourage students to read books on subjects not included on the school's curriculum. It's a great place to work and relax, and it's also the venue for free lunchtime and evening concerts by leading performers in jazz and classical music. The school was founded in 1895 by members of the Fabian Society. On the portrait on the wall behind me, you can see two of the members, Beatrice and Sidney Webb. The Fabian Window was designed by George Bernard Shaw as a commemoration of the society. It depicts Shaw himself, Sidney Webb and Edward R. Pease rebuilding the new world underneath the slogan, "Remold it closer to the heart's desire." Underneath them you can see the masses kneeling before a pile of socialist books, and on the left corner, H.G. Wells, who had just left the Fabian Society, is thumbing his nose at the other members. LSE student support services can be found on the ground floor of the old building, and staff at the counter will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. Drop-in sessions are held throughout the week for more detailed queries on immigration, fees, financial support and admissions. Around the wall you'll see the pictures of the 16 LSE alumni and staff members who won Nobel Prizes in Peace, Literature and Economics, starting with the founder, George Bernard Shaw, who won the Nobel Prize for Literature. The LSE campus is home to a number of statues and sculptures, including Tembo the baby elephant and more famously the penguin. One day LSE students turned up to find that only the feet were left, with a sign saying "Gone fishing." The students were so distraught that they left bouquets of flowers, cans of tuna, love letters and even held a candlelit vigil. The theft drew international media attention and the security team had to launch a full-scale investigation. Although the perpetrators were never found, the artist was kind enough to provide us with another penguin, which this time is better attached to the ground. In front of me now is the Peacock Theatre, which is used during the day for lectures, graduation ceremonies and open days. It doubles up as a West End theatre in the evenings, which is home to the Sadler's Wells Dance Company. We'll now be heading over to the library. The British Library of Political and Economic Science is the world's largest political and social sciences library. It has over 50 kilometres of shelving, enough to stretch the length of the Channel Tunnel, which house over 4 million printed items. Designed by Norman Foster, the staircase of the LSE library is exceptionally beautiful. The library has over 1,700 study spaces, 450 computers and 226 laptop drop-in points. The library is also open 24 hours during the exam period. Sometimes you'll see students wheeling around suitcases full of books with a pillow under their arms. We're just coming from the library, and behind me you can see the piece of artwork called Blue Rain, which shows whatever students type into the online catalogue. We'll now be making our way to the new academic building, which is in front of me, and on the way we'll be passing the old Curiosity Shop, which is said to be the location for the Charles Dickens novel. Opened in 2008 by Queen Elizabeth II, the new academic building houses the school's departments of law and management. Its 8 floors have teaching rooms, lecture theatres, offices, a moot court and a top floor terrace with great views of the Shard, the Gherkin, the London Eye and the nearby Royal Courts of Justice. This brings the tour to an end. I've really enjoyed showing you around. I hope it has given you a good feel for the LSE campus. If you're ever in London, you're very welcome to come and visit.